Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade pasta. It's very simple and I've had good success with it. Everyone seems to like it. It's just three ingredients, 2 cups of flour, and we make it in the food processor, so it's very simple. 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of salt. We're just going to mix those. Spread the salt out in the flour. And then 3 eggs. I've got the 3 whole eggs here. Dump them in. We're going to pulse this till it turns into one big lump. Right now it's kind of the consistency, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like couscous. It's all little lumps, so we're going to add just a little bit of water, and a very little bit at a time or it'll get too sticky. So drop in like a tablespoon. You can see it starting to go into a lump. Just a little bit more. Okay, that's it. There's the fresh pasta.
Okay, sorry, I'm videoing it, and I'm his wife, and I just had to focus on the chains and tattoos. See, men, real men cook.
It's part of cooking. So
manly motorcycle men can make homemade fresh pasta.
Yeah, so you get about a pound of fresh pasta, which will feed about 4 to 6 people. So we're going to fast forward to letting it sit in a bowl. Actually, it sits in a bowl for about an hour to kind of get ready to roll out. And then what you're going to do is just cut it into 4 blocks, and then we're going to move over here.
So it sits in a bowl for an hour, you said.
Yeah,
and then it comes out looking like that.
It comes out looking like this.
Okay, so then you cut it up into 4 blocks. All
4
right.
blocks. And then you take these blocks. You don't roll them like this, of course. So you roll them into a little ball. And don't be afraid to use lots of flour when you do this, because the dough is actually quite sticky. You don't want it to stick together. So when you get this little ball, then you can flour it on both sides and then start to roll it out. So here's one I've already started. It doesn't take too long. And you want to roll it out as thick as you can. Don't be afraid to use lots of flour.
Lots of flour.
Lots of flour.
And I have to attest, being a family member who definitely benefits from fresh pasta, it makes all the difference in the world. We have 4 kids, 17, 15, 7, and 2, and they all absolutely love it.
That's right. It's worth the extra effort.
You can tell the difference. Your family will be able to tell the difference. Or you can always impress your guests.
That's right. So that's pretty thin now. You can cut this to be like lasagna noodles if you want to make it make big noodles, or I'm going to make it kind of like a fettuccine noodle. Of course, if you're lucky enough to have a pasta press, you can run it through that and make whatever you want. So lots of flour, and we're just going to roll it up.
This is Alan's secret.
Well, it saves a lot of time when you do this.
You roll it and then slice it. We learned this the hard way when we did the homecoming for our son in our backyard. We hosted a homecoming dance, and we spent hours slicing individually each one.
Each one by hand. Then I learned this. So now all you do is you can come a little closer. Just cut it into these little. You can cut it as thick or thin as you want.
The objective, of course, is to not slice your fingers off. Hence why I'm behind the camera.
Yeah, lots of years of chopping. I don't slice myself very often.
And notice, ladies, the wonderful array of jewelry.
My skull ring.
That's right.
Now we're just going to flour these little pieces. And all you do is just mix them up. See, they're all coming apart?
Beautiful pasta. It's magic.
It is magic.
It tastes like magic, too.
And this you can keep in your fridge as long as you flour it good so it doesn't stick together. You can keep it about a week. And then all you
Still
do...
tastes fresh.
Yeah. And we're just going to spread it out so it doesn't stick together right now because we're going to actually cook this for dinner.
So if I didn't want to cook it for dinner and you wanted to put it in a Tupperware, you could just put it in the Tupperware?
Just like that, yes. Just like that. It helps to let it sit for a while like this so spread out. And then when it's all done, you could always just throw a little bit more flour over it and then just put it in the fridge.
And what is this flour you're using? Is there a certain
This
kind
is
of flour?
just unbleached all-purpose flour. You can use whatever flour you want, but I like the unbleached version. And it's as simple as that. You repeat that 3 more times, and you have a pound of fresh pasta. Cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes with a little bit of olive oil in the water, and you're all done. Bon appetit.
Yahoo!